Las Vegas Raiders, they go Lynn Bowden Jr. from Kentucky. Now, I've talked about Lynn Bowden a few times here. He was a player that I featured on my sleeper pick here for the Raiders. And honestly, he is an incredible, and let me phrase this again, an incredible special teams player. 5 punt return touchdowns here from Kentucky. But if you're looking for somebody who is just an overall great athlete, this is what Lynn Bowden Jr. is going to be able to bring, right? Now, I don't know how much of an impact he's going to be able to bring to us on a, let's say, NFL basis, but he's probably going to be a slot receiver, so he's probably going to compete, honestly, with Hunter Renfrow, because when he gets the ball in his hands, he makes things happen, okay? Go watch his highlight film, because it's spectacular, especially what he can do in the return game. Y'all remember Dwayne Harris, right? Dwayne Harris never really, let's say, like, lived up to being a spectacular receiver, but Dwayne Harris was a special teams dude, a special teams god, where when he showed up, he touched the ball, he was special. Now, I don't want to throw out the comparison of a Devin Hester, but let me just say this right now. Lynn Bowden Jr. is a player, when he touches the football, things happen. So I'm very, very intrigued by the fact that the Raiders went Lynn Bowden Jr. and Henry Ruggs. 2 players where if you throw quick slants to them, get the ball in their hands quick, they can make a lot of things happen. This is a great pick here for this offense. This is a great pick for Derek Carr. This is a great pick, I'm telling you right now, for this Las Vegas Raiders team. So, grade the pick. At number 80, A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to give this a B+, A-. And the reason why I say that is because when I look at exact fit for this team, this is a great, great fit. And then if you're looking for a special teams player, right? One of the reasons why the Raiders went out and got Jeff Heath, I know a lot of y'all were like, Mitch, why did we do it? But he's a good player in special teams. If you want an NFL comp for Lynn Bowden Jr., I don't want to make you the comparison because it's a Kentucky one, but he reminds me a lot of a Randall Cobb. When Randall Cobb came out of Kentucky, he was a special teams player. When he went to the Green Bay Packers, special teams player. So with this one, it's pretty solid here for Lynn Bowden Jr. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty ruthless, and I want to give a shout-out to today's sponsor, Black Sunday, okay? Shout out to Black Sunday, and if y'all want this t-shirt, go to chatsports.com/BlackSunday28. But when you go there, okay, use promo code DRAFT20 to save 20%. It's only $19.99. But let me make this clear. This offer is only valid during the NFL draft. So, go ahead. Go to chatsports.com/BlackSunday28. I'll put it in the comments section. I'll put it in the description as well. Go ahead, rep the shirt, and major shout out to Black Sunday. So, Raiders are on the clock again. Here we go. Predict the pick. The pick is already in. Oh, man. So he will play wide receiver, running back, and cornerback. No, I don't think that. We got another $10 super chat from Lexington, Kentucky. Lynn Bowden is the real deal. He will be great for us. Dan, totally agree with you, and I will honor your super chat right after the Raiders make this pick, okay? Right after the Raiders make this pick. Pick number 81 is brought to you by Black Sunday, and the Raiders have gone with another wide receiver, Bryan Edwards, out of South Carolina. So if you watched my show yesterday about some potential targets the Raiders could go out and get in round 3, Bryan Edwards was one of those players. So the producers are in my ear right now.
Raiders will play him at running back to start his career.
The Raiders could potentially play him at running back to start his career. So that is a very interesting note there. So that one is per Ian Rappaport. So with the Raiders going out and getting Lynn Bowden, okay, this is more Lynn Bowden, by the way, they are going to try to play him out at running back. That is per Ian Rappaport, okay? So at pick 80, Lynn Bowden, could be a running back per Rappaport. But then the Raiders go with Bryan Edwards at 81. So you're looking for a bigger receiver. I said that if you can't get Chase Claypool, I said if you can't get Michael Pittman Jr., then maybe you go out and get Bryan Edwards out of South Carolina, who is at 6'2", who is 212 pounds. Now, he's a big vertical player who I think could really help out this team, especially in the red zone. You can see the numbers there. He's not a freak athlete, but if you are looking for a player who can help you in the red zone, which is a major need for this team, I mean, Bryan Edwards is very interesting. So you pair up Edwards and Lynn Bowden, because Lynn Bowden, apparently they're going to try him out at running back first, and then you put Bryan Edwards at wide receiver. You address two needs right now on the offense, and I am very, very intrigued on what this team is going to end up doing. Very interested to see what this team ends up doing at pick number 91. This is not much of a curveball, but the fact that they're going to try to put Bowden at running back, I do think is a pretty interesting aspect here. So let's bring up this question right now. I want you guys to let me know. Okay? What is your one-word reaction to the Raiders drafting Bryan Edwards at number 81 overall? So let me know what you guys think about Bryan Edwards at number 81 overall. Throw it in the comments section below. One-word reaction to the Raiders picking Bryan Edwards at 81. So it's interesting. So the fact that now Edwards is going to play with Henry Ruggs, I actually think it's going to be Henry Ruggs at number 1, Tyrell Williams at number 2. I still think that Hunter Renfrow is going to have a little bit of an edge at the slot position. However, it does make me scratch my head a little bit with the pick of Nelson Aguilar, because I think Lynn Bowden's going to be able to come in and kind of be a little bit more of a solid player in terms of special teams than Nelson Aguilar. I'll be very, very interested. So we can see what ends up happening. So give me your one-word reaction to the Raiders pick, okay? Throw it in the comments section below. We got 2,000 people here watching us live on the Raiders Report, and I bet not all of you are subscribed to the channel. So if you're a diehard fan, if you just bleed silver and black, I want you to subscribe to the channel, okay? So click the sub button, and if you're already subscribed, you can see the link below, youtube.com/Raiders Report. I'm asking, okay? I would very, very much appreciate it if you send it to every single Raider fan that you know and had them to subscribe. We have a lot of fun here on the channel, and I'm going to honor all the super chats. So I see one coming in. I'm spinning the roulette wheel. My man Dan Griggs sent in a $10 super chat, which means I'm sharing this one. It's, I don't know if you guys know what a Jameson Pickleback is. Jameson Pickleback, cheers to you. Oh, boy. I don't like Jameson Picklebacks. But we also release a ton of videos on VOD. Turn on your notifications. So basically what happens is, as soon as the Raiders pick somebody, or as soon as we release a video, you get an update on your phone. And all you got to do is cross that, and you got the pick. Sound good? Okay. So much love to y'all. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Raiders Report. At pick number 80, the Raiders took Lynn Bowden Jr., wide receiver out of Kentucky. But according to Ian Rappaport, they are also going to play him at running back to start, and he will play a little bit of wide receiver as well. It's interesting because we knew that the Raiders were connected to some running backs, and they wanted to be able to keep Josh Jacobs fresh. You go out, you get a player like Bowden, who is an absolute athletic freak. When every single time he touches the football, he can take it to the house. But his real value, I think, really comes as a returner, where he had 5 touchdowns this past year at Kentucky. My comp for him, honestly, is Randall Cobb. I think that comp is absolutely perfect for him, not just because he's out of Kentucky, but when Randall Cobb came out, he was a returner and he was a slot receiver. When I see a lot of the moves that the Raiders are doing, they are building around Derek Carr, point blank. So if there are any more Derek Carr rumors out there, I'm going to get really frustrated, because you go out, you get Henry Ruggs, okay, who's going to help Derek underneath with short slant routes. You're going to then add Lynn Bowden Jr., who is going to be able to help Derek Carr as well. And then at pick 81, you double down at receiver and go out and get Bryan Edwards out of South Carolina. And for all of you that know, I've talked about Bryan Edwards a ton here on the show, because I said if Michael Pittman Jr. is not on the board, and I said if a player like Chase Claypool's not on the board, you could see the Raiders go out and get Bryan Edwards. And it's been 2 straight weeks, and Bryan Edwards has made the show 2 straight times. So Bryan, my man, if you want to come on the Raiders Report, and Lynn, you know what? If you want to come on the show, y'all let me know. Hit me up at MitchellRens365. I know Raider Nation would absolutely love to see you guys come on here. So we're about the people, and I'm curious which pick that y'all like more. So I want you to type 80, or I want you to type 81. And I want you to be honest with me, okay? I want you to let me know which pick you like more. So I'm going to go on here on YouTube, and we're going to give some shout-outs here to some of the people that are watching. Somebody said both. Yes, I like both picks too, honestly. But I want you to pick. It's pretty mixed. Somebody said wide receiver. Who said wide receiver? Her own fall time? My man. My man. All right, so we got Jack Bishop says 80. Raider J says 81. Noah Sanchez says 81. Keon Lamb says 80. I mean, this is pretty split right now, and I like it. Come on, 2,000 people. I want producer Dylan to come on the show, and I want producer Dylan to chug a beer. So once we get to 1,000 likes, producer Dylan is coming on here, and he's chugging a beer. So we got 810 now. I mean, if everyone watching likes the video, I mean, it's pretty easy, right? Come on, like the video. Let's get Dylan here up on screen. Let's make him chug a beer. And honestly, I don't have a bottle opener. I'm going to make Dylan open this up with his teeth. So if that's something y'all want to see, let's get to 1,000 likes. We got 863. Come on. Come on. Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Okay? I want you guys to like the video. Oh, wait. Hang on, Dylan. Before we go to that, I did get something from Jonathan O. With all the new wide receivers, what veteran wide receivers are going to get cut? I think a player to keep in mind to get cut, Marcel Aitman is definitely up there. I like Keelan Doss, but I think he could be on his way out. I know we already just went out and got Nelson Aguilar, but I also think Zay Jones, because if you cut Zay Jones, you can end up saving $1.4 million. And then shout out to the guy who just gave me the $10, Jonathan O. Once Dylan comes on here, once we get to 1,000, he's going to take a shot. And he's going to chug a beer. Let's go to our sponsor, Black Sunday, who sponsored Pick 80 and Pick 81. And if you want to wear the t-shirt that this man has, now, unfortunately, this man doesn't come with a t-shirt. But if you want the nation versus everybody, and you know what I love about this shirt? This is 100% the truth. Because if you're a diehard fan, if you bleed silver and black, you 100% know that it is the nation versus everyone. And I actually got super upset the other day when somebody here in Dallas said Cowboys Nation. I almost threw up in my mouth because there is only one nation. And if you want to rep this t-shirt, go to chatsports.com/BlackSundayVS, okay? Chatsports.com/BlackSundayVS. But use promo code DRAFT20, save 20%. I'm going to be showing all sorts of t-shirts, all sorts of bandanas on today's show. They are all from Black Sunday. But if you want this one, go to in the description, go in the comments section, get yourself set up. I'll say it one more time. Chatsports.com/BlackSundayVS. Okay,